Hello everyone, this is Zach. Today is the first video in the beginner section. Today I'm just going to be going over the history and the rules of Go. And then at the end I'll just give you guys a simple problem. So, the history of Go is believed to originate 3,000 to 4,000 years ago, because those are when it was first talked about in either paintings or writings by philosophers. It was originated in China and moved over to Korea and Japan later, and as of now it's most popular in Korea, and although China really started the pro movement. So as for playing the game of Go, you play on the intersections and not the squares, not like chess or checkers. You just play on the intersections, and it's a turn-based game, so you just play. Black plays and white plays. Black always plays first on the board. There is an exception, but I'll get into that later. And then white plays and black plays and white plays. The the intersections are also called points, and the intersections on the board directly vertical and directly horizontal from a stone are called as liberties. This is a term I'll be using a lot, because another thing also that you have to keep in mind is that the stone never moves anywhere from the board. It stays stationary the whole time unless it's captured. So back to liberties. If your liberties are filled in by your opponent's stones, like so, then your stone is captured and taken off the board. When a stone is captured, that stone is worth 1 point, and this intersection right here is worth 1 point. So when your opponent captures your stone, he gets 2 points. So like I said, this stone then has 4 liberties, because there's 1, 2 vertical intersections directly from it, and 1, 2 directly horizontal to it. These intersections up here are not its liberties, because they are not directly vertical or horizontal from it, nor are these, because they're not directly or vertically horizontal from the stone. So if you have another one of your own stones directly vertical or directly horizontal from it, this is called a group of stones. These stones are considered connected, and a group or connected stones share their liberties. So instead of having 4 liberties like it had before, it now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This thereby makes it more difficult for white to capture this group, because now he has to make 6 moves to capture this. If black has, obviously, if black has even more, like this, it's going to get harder and harder and harder for white to capture, because he has to make more moves and more moves and more moves to capture. Try counting these liberties for yourself, just as practice. So as you can see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 stones, and it has 8 liberties. So every time you make a move like this, you're adding 2 liberties to your stone. Now, what if black moves here? This may be a little bit tricky. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 liberties. So it used to be, when it was like this, it had 8 liberties. But now when he moved here, he only had 7. So we consider this a bad shape, because it makes it easier for white to capture him. instead of taking 7 moves to capture him, it only takes 8 moves. Now when you put a stone on the side, try to count how many liberties it has now. Remember, liberties are the directly vertical and directly horizontal intersection from it. So in this case, it only has 3. Because there's no intersection over here on the right side of it, it can't have a liberty there. So there's only 3 liberties on this stone. If a stone was on the very corner, then it would only have 2 liberties, because there's only 2 points that are directly vertical or horizontal from it. So that's why you never want to play on the corner, because this is the easiest for white to capture. He just has to make 2 moves. And although capturing is nice, capturing is not actually the point of the game. The point of the game is to surround territory, like so. Because if you notice, black made, I'm sorry, you don't need this move. Black made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 moves and captured 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. When you surround a certain like territory on the board, if you surround intersections, then those intersections become your points at the end of the game or during the game, but it's counted at the end of the game. So black right here got 9 points by surrounding this area, and he only had to make 6 moves. If you wanted to capture stones and make that same 9 points, let's say he did this. Now if white had stones in here and then black captured them, with a move like, or white would actually have to have another move first, I'm sorry. And then black captured. So here, he only makes 6 points, and he made 8 moves. Before we saw he made 9 moves, and, I'm sorry, he made 6 moves, and he made 9 points. Here, he made 8 moves and only made 6 points. So by this we can see that surrounding intersections on the board is a better way of making points than capturing your opponent's stones. Of course, if you can capture your opponent's stones, it's always good to do so, but surrounding intersections is faster. It's a better way of playing. So that's it for this instructional video. I'll now leave you guys with a simple problem. Try to solve it until the next video. So, black has stone right here. How should white play to capture this?